Okay, we'll talk about bad news. We have a 3 times crash coming up. And the 3 times crash is we have stocks and bonds as one class. Real estate's coming down. So the homeowner who is not, whose house they bought for, let's say, $1 million is probably going to come down. So it's stocks and bonds, real estate. But what else is coming down is this. They're going to print so much of this, they're going to destroy the dollar. So that's why it's called the 3 times, because people hear this. If you're aware of this, you can decide what you're going to do. I've already decided a long time ago, years ago I decided. But this is trash, right? Well, it's more than that, is that you've heard of the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. The second thing that Biden did was he withdrew from Afghanistan. The moment he did that, it's not what he says, it's what he's doing. He withdrew from Afghanistan, screwed everybody, left billions of dollars behind for the enemy to use against us. And I'm going, holy mackerel. And that day, Saudi Arabia joined the BRICS, joined Russia. Saudi Arabia was our main guys keeping this strong. You see, this is the petrodollar. And what happened in 74, when I was getting out of the Marine Corps, Kissinger went to Saudi Arabia and said, you will sell your oil in dollars. So as long as the world had to trade in dollars, then the dollar was strong. So by taking us out, second act, taking us out of Afghanistan, at that moment, Saudi Arabia said adios and joined Russia. So today the BRICS is now Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. And then you have the Chinese who hate us also. And they're starting the Belt and Road Project. They've already introduced the Chinese yuan, gold back, it's the crypto. And China's planning to do, the BRICS are going to do is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. Is 60% of the world's population will dump this. And that's why I say the 3 times crash. Number one is going to be stocks and bonds, because interest rates go up. It's going to wipe out these guys, my generation, who have 401ks, the worst thing you can ever do. It's just terrible what they're doing. And then the second is real estate. So the homeowner, my generation, they bought their home and they say they bought it at $1 million, and they're upside down in the debt to equity structure and financing. And the third is this thing. So that's why, I was asking you permission. Can I tell you what I know? Because this is what I know.
So we have this financial crisis. It's looming. What are things that you're thinking about? Because with every downside, there's an upside. It's like the way I think about it, it's a zero-sum economy. Money never leaves the ecosystem. It just moves and changes hands. So where's the power going? Where's the money going?
Well, let me explain, because I'm a lot older than you. This here is a 1964 silver dollar. It's real silver. What happened in 1964, I think it was Johnson, one of those guys, he took the silver out of this coin. So this silver dollar today is worth $10. And I tell the story of going into Safeway at the salad bar, and these women were asking me the same question, what should I invest in? And I said, well, give me $10 for this. They go, it's a $50. Why would I give you $10 for this? I said, because this could be the best investment of all. I've been collecting silver since I was 17 years old. I own silver mines and I own gold mines. So when the dollar goes down, gold and silver go up. My biggest concern is this Ukraine-Russia war will go to a world war. And I fought in Vietnam twice, and I don't like what I see happening. So I'm a little pessimistic. But when I talked to those women at the Safeway lunch counter, because they could all afford a silver dollar, they can all afford this thing. And they said they want to hold on to this. You know what I'm saying? They cannot change their mindset. That's the problem.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that they understand. They don't understand.
They love this stuff. They work for this. They save this, And when I said to them, give me $10 for this, they went nuts.
Yeah, because they don't understand what to do with it.
No, they don't understand value. It's like real estate, I own a lot of real estate, lots of real estate, but I understand, you have to understand the value before you buy it, right? what you've done here, the tax advantages, all that stuff, you've already wiped out your taxes before, because that's why I love real estate. I don't touch stocks and bonds, but that's going to crash now. And my generation, the boomer generation, is the first generation that's 100% in the stock market. They own, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, they have 401ks, IRAs. And that's where I wrote this book in 2020. I said, you're going to get wiped out. And the reason I know that is because, I was a pilot for the Marine Corps. And when we got out, my classmates became pilots for the United Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, and all that. And what they did was they took their pensions. And nobody says anything about it. You don't read the news, you hear about the Kardashians or something, but you don't hear about how they're stealing our wealth. So my friends who are my age now don't have pensions because they took the pension from the pilots. I don't trust stocks, bonds, and mutual funds because even Warren Buffett said he doesn't trust the CEOs. They lie. Just recently he said they're lying. They're lying on their debt structures and all this. When this goes down, the pensions for the boomers, who's going to bail them out? The Fed. They're going to print more. So we go to hyperinflation, and this becomes trash. This is toilet.
Which forces everybody over to this new Fed coin? Is that like the big plan? Like control the votes, control the power, force everybody into this new currency. You think that's what's happening?
It is happening, yes. And I own Bitcoin and all the other stuff, but yesterday I bought another 1,000 of these things.
The coins, silver coins?
And the reason for that is gold and silver are God's money. And I say it's God's money because God put it here. Like I said, I own silver mines and gold mines also. I took my gold mine public in July of last year on the New York Stock Exchange. So I'm making fortunes. It's just like my oil well. When Biden took the Keystone XL pipeline off, I was selling oil at $30 a barrel. Went to 130. I think today it's around 80. So what that means is when mom and pop average are standing at the gas pump, pumping, gas into their SUV, they're watching this ticker going around. I'm getting richer. They're getting poor. Then they can't eat. So as I said, I think what Biden is up to is he's going to take it to two classes, rich or poor. So what you're doing with the clever investor, you want people to come over to the rich. But you've got to know what you're doing in real estate. In stocks, you can be a freaking idiot. Just buy anything. It's okay. You're just gambling anyway because you have no control over it. What you're really teaching, I've watched your stuff, you're teaching control. But that takes time, money, effort, and education.